Activity 2. Here we are going to look at the parts of speech. But parts of speech taught in a traditional way are not really very easy for the students to understand. We need to bring in some sort of fun in order to make our students understand the parts of speech. The two parts of speech that we are going to look at are prepositions and adjectives. We will have a look at this video clip now. Let's look at page 3 now. You can see that there is some information given in it. What kind of information is there? Yes?
The information is given that we should play not at the road at the road, we should play at the ground, and we should follow the safety rules also.
Very good. Okay, you tell me, do you follow some rules when you are playing?
All the rules of not playing around or near or in the road. I play in the ground where I have to and other things.
Okay, can you read the dialogue which is written there where the teacher is telling you about road safety? Can you read it please? Yes?
Never play on or near a busy road. Remember the road safety rules when you cross a road.
Very good. Can you please all underline the words which are telling you about the position? Do you know what is a preposition? Do you know what is a preposition? I want you to underline the word which is telling you about the place. Like for example, never play on. On is telling you about the position, the place. On. It is a word used to tell you about the position. So it is called a preposition. What is it called? Preposition. Okay. Near. Another preposition there. Can you see that?
Yes.
Why is it a preposition? Yes? It is telling us about the position of the road, that it is near the road. Do not play near or do not play on. So this is telling us about position. So it is a preposition. Very good. Okay. Is there a word in this dialogue which is describing the road? Is there a word there which is this? Yes? Yes?
Busy road.
Busy road. Very good. What is the word called when it describes a noun? What is it called? Yes?
Adverb.
A verb?
Adjective.
Adjective. Very good. Prepositions as described, and the students have a good understanding of that, we can see in the video. That is, that the students know that it is a word used for the position. So sometimes the teacher can do the actions to show the positions of things. For example, she can put the pen on the table and say, now this is the position of this pen, where it is sitting on is a table. So the word on is telling us where the pen is. Similarly, when the adjectives are to be taught to the students, instead of giving them a description, they should be asked to do it practically, because adjectives are the words which are used to describe things or describe people. So the introduction game is a very nice way of making students use the adjectives. So if the teacher asks the students to introduce themselves by describing themselves, then they have a good understanding of using the word as an adjective. Sometimes the traditional definition of the parts of speech can be later given to the student. There is no harm to give the traditional definition to the student later on. But to start with, it is a good practice to do some activity in the class so that the pre-thinking and the pre-creative skills for the students are encouraged to understand the concept. Directly talking about definitions sometimes confuses the student, and he does not understand the meaning of the definition. But while practicing to do something practically, it becomes easier for them to understand. Also, adjectives and prepositions can be done by doing role plays. And the student can take a position and then another student can ask, "Where are you?" And the student, if is taking a position of standing behind the door, can say, "I am standing behind the door." So behind is going to be the preposition that the teacher can point out. So by playing these games, the students would have a good understanding of parts of speech.